retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution. Yeah, we ran out of patience. Boil up with the cold hard hatred. I can feel the vibration. Feet in the streets, it's a new sensation. I wanna break faces on the pavement. I wanna make greatness look complacent. Adrenaline awakened, I can taste it. We can make an impact, grab and then take it. Like a disease, bring them to their knees. Pain for their disease. Rage is like a weed, spread into the streets. It's time to make them bleed. 'Cause we just want retribution. Let's go light up the darkness. Make true of an empty promise. With gods in the weak and harmless. Take to the streets and turn them to a mosh pit. 'Cause we want retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution. Feed like a disease, bring them to their knees. They pay for their disease. Rage is like a weed, spread into the streets. It's time to make them bleed. 'Cause we want retribution. 'Cause we want retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution. Yeah, we ran out of patience. Boil up with the cold hard hatred. I can feel the vibration. Feet in the streets, it's a new sensation. I wanna break faces on the pavement. I wanna make greatness look complacent. Adrenaline awakened, I can taste it. We can make an impact, grab and then feed like a disease, bring them to their knees. They pay for their disease. Rage is like a weed, spread into the streets. It's time to make them bleed. 'Cause we want retribution. 'Cause we want retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution. Yeah, we ran out of patience. Boil up with the cold hard hatred. I can feel the vibration. Feet in the streets, it's
evening, everyone, and welcome back to Waylander Gaming. Tonight, well, we've got a special streamer and a special caster joining us tonight. But before we get to that, this is day 3 of the Phase 2 in the MSA Cup. Right, first matchup in the first best of 3 series. It's going to be Saint Dynasty up against the Vortex. So we're super excited to see how these two teams are going to match up. Right, just to reiterate, the loser of this best of 3 series will be dropped out. They will be sent packing and, well, say bye-bye to, well, this MSA Cup Season 3. But without further ado, joining me tonight, it is Rika, it is Chemical, and Lotus. As we head into the drafting phase, I just want to hear how everyone is doing before we start casting.
Well, I can start us off. Hello, everybody. Just as I said in the comments here, I am testing out my new replay buffer feature. So if it's a bit shaky, if it's not working too well, I'm sorry, but I'm doing my best. There's only one way to learn how to do this. But yeah, it's an exciting night tonight. I'm excited to cast with my old friend Mr. Chemical and Lotus and Scorpy as well. I won't forget about you guys.
Felt like an afterthought there.
Your team is banning. I'm happy to be here to see the Saints versus the Vortex. Sounds like a pretty interesting game. So yeah, we'll see, man.
That is true,
the
but
blood of my enemies
yes,
flow from my spirit.
That is your cue, Lotus. Let's go.
into the drafting phase we go. We do see that Saint Dynasty has banned out Beleric and Minsathar. We can already determine that they probably want to go for some dashy heroes as well as maybe some attack speed heroes. But the bans coming out from the side of the Vortex are Arlet and Lancelot.
Not loving the Arlord ban, man. I was, as I spoke before we started with the stream, I mean, I wanted to see Mimic on his deadly Arlord, but then rightfully so, the Vortex probably don't want that, as we do see that respect ban coming in through. So, Circuit with the response and follow up in the third ban in the phase 1 of the drafting scene. Let's go.
So both teams at least know each other, but 1-1 getting banned out. We have been seeing some hate for the 1-1 these days.
Some hate, Lotus. Some hate. It's a lot of hate that 1-1 has been receiving.
They call me a hero because I saved my
He's
nation
banned
from
off on
falling
the side
apart.
of the Vortex. But on the 1-1 topic, I was just trying to use a bit of euphemism.
Here nor there, potato, potato, tomato, tomato. You know, Lotus. It's good. But I mean, Uranus is still open. Will we see Mimic picking up the Uranus as well? Currently a very strong hero in this pickup. I do see a lot of love coming in for the Vortex on the chat. However, Saint Dynasty are the favorites by 67% at this point.
Both favoritism is actually very understandable because these teams are so strong and we saw how beautifully they played in the previous stage. But Circuit picking up the Kalea first pick. What do you think about her as a first pick?
Look, Kalea is a good pick. I wouldn't pick her up as a first pick though. I mean, that does allow you to get the counters in. I mean, Kalea, right, she does give the team 3 sets, right? And when I'm referring to sets, I'm talking about actual set plays. She brings in the Revitalize and she actually packs the punch. And that Tsunami Slam can be so devastating in a team fight. As we see Katlehu 19 does pick up the Hylos and Jaguar _02 does pick up the Faza, right? Zushin is still open. Will Saint Dynasty pick up the Zushin to counter the Hylos though?
That could be possible, but Mimic going for the CC and Eisen already picking up a Granger. Not the best idea to pick up a marksman so early in the drafting phase, but I'm pretty sure they did do their homeworks on the Vortex. Oh, but Asu picking up the Aerithal.
It is viable to pick up the marksman. I mean, it is your for the side of Saint Dynasty. It's still the jungle, and well, the mage that needs to be picked up. Right? I wouldn't say the Granger as a third pick or a marksman as a third pick is a bad pick. I mean, you want to contest for your meta heroes. And your heroes that you are currently comfortable with. I mean, Granger, Eisen is deadly on the Granger, so beautiful pick, but I mean, he is going to be countered by the Erithal in the gold lane, so that's definitely one of the lanes where we will be keeping our eyes on, as we do see Zetian got banned out from the side of the Vortex, and Saint Dynasty responding with the glue ban, so no split and grab for the side of the Vortex.
And the Vortex also getting the win for their team right now. Aspect deciding on who to go for. Might be going for another mage ban, but I think they'll want to go either for the jungler ban.
Well, let's see how this is going to play out. I mean, anything is still possible. I mean, you've got the Hayabusa that's still open. You've got the Nolan that's open. You've got the Joy that's still open. I need to give that to Rika. But yeah, as we do see, the Vortex does ban out the Fredrin, and well, as you said, they should focus onto the jungle ban, but banning out the Fredrin.
Your team is picking.
I would have expected a bit of a more assassin ban, because we have seen Conquer focus a bit more on the assassins during this current MSA, but Badung getting banned out from the side of Saint Dynasty.
So Don Ryu, bro, I don't want to lie to you, but the vote says otherwise. You are not the only sole supporter for the Vortex here in the live chat. But, well, Badung being the final man, Muji _02 showing us Yuzong. Yuzong into a CC pretty much, well, sure, she does a lot of damage against the Yuzong. But it all depends on how you play with the hero, as Muji _02 does pick up the Yuzong. So Black Dragon form for the side of the Vortex. You know, nice backline dive. And Jinx is showing us Moskov. It won't be a Moskov though, because there's already a marksman in the mix.
So they're probably just currently trolling us. Hopefully they do remember that oh, but
It's
currently
not
showing a
every day you
Lunox.
see
So
such a
Lunox
handsome
might
dragon
work in this
tamer
match,
like
especially
me.
versus the Hylos, the Yuzong, and can even use that light ultimate to protect yourself from the feathered airstrike.
Mandala blossoms from the withered
Jinx
tree.
does troll you, but just to add to that, right, Lunox is the ultimate tank killer when it comes to the mages, but Jinx opting to go for the Selena. So, very strong draft coming in from Saint Dynasty. They don't really have a front line except for the Kalia, but it's a strong draft. You do have the traps coming in from Selena, that abyssal arrow that can stun, so that would allow Conqueror to pick up the openings and the set plays, as we do see Aspect is currently showing us Hayabusa. My question is, will it be the Hayabusa against the Ling in the jungle contest? Yes, sir! Aspect does lock on the Hayabusa. So, ladies and gentlemen, please get your votes in. This does conclude the draft for this first matchup in this best of 3 series. Which team will pull the first or draw the first blood in this best of 3 series? Stay tuned, as we will be heading into the loading screen in the next 10 seconds, as we do see that counter counting down. I am just ready to hand over. Lotus, which side are you favoring more?
I'm gonna go for Saint Dynasty's draft, because they have some good pickoffs and we all know how good they are at executing their drafts.
Dynasty is a very strong team in the MSA Cup, so that should definitely give them some credit. The Vortex, they have a strong draft. Yeah, look, I ain't gonna count anyone out. I'm a bit balanced. I want to see how this early game does go off in the contestation. So, nonetheless, ladies and gentlemen, it is time to head into the first match. I will be handing you over to Rika and Chemical, as they will be taking you through the blow-by-blow action. Let's go.
Welcome to Mobile Legends.
All right, Kim, what's up? What's up? How are you feeling? I mean, these are at least one of these teams, I would say, probably one of the best in South Africa, right? If not the best. I think Saint Dynasty have definitely earned their name in this region. Mystic Vortex, not so sure about them, but we have. I think you might have missed the matches, but they're also very good in this. They've proven themselves as well.
All right, nice. I mean, Saint Dynasty, I already know them already. They are quite a strong team. The Vortex, to me, I haven't seen them personally, but I know the names, right? I know these players' names, and they do prove to be quite good.
Okay, guys.
So, and in terms of draft, looks like the Vortex are opting more for kind of like a traditional back to front. Yeah.
Yeah, no, sorry. I was just messing around the camera. I couldn't get out off the wrong screen here, but it's all good. We're all good now. Some weird stuff happened, but anyway, we're all looking at Katleku. This is some weird stuff happening here. He's just like doing the moonwalk into the bush right there. I don't know if you see that. Oh no, Katlego. He's running it down, guys.
It might be a bit of an AFK going on here.
Yeah, that's quite unfortunate.
Should we pause? Is there pausing here? Or?
Okay, there we go. Okay, sorry, I was just sort of panicking. Yeah. I was messing around with the camera options here, and I couldn't get back to the screen. Okay, but it's okay. Everything's sorted out now. Yeah, that's not a great start for the side of the Vortex.
Damn, that's very unfortunate. Yeah, Kaklejo going a bit of an AFK there. I mean, while we're waiting, what do you think of the drafts, man?
I think I really do like the side of Saints. That makes a lot of sense. The only weird thing in their draft is probably the Selena. Not the most common mid that you see in these sort of tournament matches, but you know, if it's a good player, like I think it's Jinx playing the Selena, right? So I think Jinx can definitely hold his own when it comes to that hero.
Mm-hmm.
What about you? What do you favor?
Yeah, I've been watching a bit of Selena get picked up every now and then, you know, by these top teams. But Selena, obviously, she's more of a utility mage, kind of like a pick-off stance, as correlates to the rest of Saint Dynasty's draft, right? Most of their team is relying on pick-offs, like with the Kalia. I mean, Selena is also there, as well as the Ling, relying on the pick-offs, and obviously Granger's just there for the poke. But yeah, as for the Vortex, they're more to like the traditional kind of lineup with your front tank going to back to your back damage dealers. So they're more obviously team fight orientated. So I don't want to be biased, but I'm going to go for Saints draft here, man.
Yeah, I think I have to
just
agree.
Just because I like pick off comps, you know, it's not everything.
Yeah, I do need to agree with you there. I think the Kalia fits in really, really good. Otherwise, in terms of the gold lane,
XP and gold lane, I know CC does very well into the Yuzhong, right? Gold lane definitely the Urethel. Urethel, I think counters Granger quite nicely, but then towards late game, Granger can just rely on just poking the Urethel down, I suppose.
Yeah. Kim, I think you're lagging a little bit. Like your responses are very slow.
Really? They're currently busy on the admin group. We'll have an answer with regards to when we can unpause.
Okay, cool. I mean, I don't know how long they're allowed, but it's almost heading a 3-minute mark.
While we're in the post screen, can someone just use the Discord screen share, please? What Mobile Legends threw me out of the game.
Yeah.
It's fine. I got it.
Yeah, I was gonna say. That's why I want to do that.
Right. My Wi-Fi is acting up, man. Oh my god.
Yeah. You gotta sort it out, son. Gotta make sure that thing's smooth.
Okay, it's there. I can't promise anything, but it's there. So.
Bro, you always play on like 6 ms. I don't know how you. Why is that?
So this match.
Bro, we got like new Wi-Fi.
Are we going? Okay, we're back into the game.
What did you say?
It's going to get restarted.
Oh.
Katlehu is not able to get back into the match.
Oh, okay. So why did we pause again?
No, it's not us, it's the ref.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll leave it to the ref. So the ref knows what they're doing. Oh, I didn't know that you could you can remove the pause thing here. Okay, so we can actually have a look around. If you click on the button on the top right there, you can actually view the game. Even while it's paused.
They're just walking in one spot there. Very nice.
Is it actually Jinx on the Selena? Yeah, it is. It is the Jinx. Yeah, Katleko was doing some wacky moonwalking stuff, bro. I think that was quite catastrophic for the start of their game.
Yeah, that's very disappointing. I mean, if it happened at times like these, you know, especially in tournament lobby.
Oh, it looks like we're back. But if we are restarting, then these kills don't really matter. But oh my god, what a little outplay from the Jinx there. Quite some cool maneuvers coming through.
Yeah, so what's going to happen now, folks, is one of the teams needs to surrender so that we can get the lobby restarted.
Okay, so we're definitely surrendering, restarting here. There it is.
Nice. If I was Saints, I wouldn't be surrendering, you know? I'd just take the W. And that's it.
Victory!
No, I know that's not possible, so yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah. Well, what can you do? We're gonna be back into the draft now, ladies and gentlemen. So hold your horses. Oh, we've lost 2 members of each team here. We're gonna make sure everyone's back. Okay, now the question, ladies and gentlemen, is: are we going to get Katleko back in the lobby, or is it gonna be replaced? Oh, Scarf's gonna play. Okay, that's good.
I don't even know if my emulator would be able to do that on the PC. I've never played on the PC Mlbb.
Well, the good news is that Lotus will be able to join back into the game.
Yes, I'm already back in.
Okay. Think I could cast while playing? I could cast and play at the same time and stream.
No, you're throwing strategies on stream.
Okay, I think that guy over there. Is that Katleko? Katlejo?
That's Legolas.
Or is that Legolas? Oh, is that the Legolas? The Marsha player? I didn't know he was in Mystic Vortex now. Okay. Well, he's gonna have to play the Hylos.
Look, we have a Mystic Vortex team as well. Well, actually, you swapped in for them. But yeah, they didn't make it through to the top 16. So it's Saint Dynasty up against the Vortex. So ladies and gentlemen, this should be a quick draft. It is same draft, same bands, and we will be heading into the action very shortly. So in the meantime, apologies for the delay, but please hit that like, share, and subscribe button. I don't think
Time
we
to take
need
the field.
Your team is banned.
What? Bruno getting banned out? That's not the same draft.
No, they're just gonna fool around with the bans. Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Thorns remain.
Your
Should
team
petals
is
fall.
banning.
I think it's also
May
they
the
do this
blood
also
of my
just in case they
enemies flow
accidentally
through my spirit.
ban out the heroes that the team
Your
did pick.
team
So
is
just ban out the
banning.
heroes no one ever picks, like a Hanabi.
Sir, what's your command?
Your team is banned.
Yeah, that sounds about right, really.
Let's play together.
Oh hell yeah, these are the bands I
Your
like to
team
see.
is picking.
It's like Enter the Dark system all over again.
Yeah. Chang'e just so OP right now, you know. Can't handle that baby.
Actually, actually an amazing Chang'e build would be cooldown reduction, where you can get almost a full 45% cooldown reduction on her build. It is absolutely crazy.
Payback time.
Let them play the hero.
What annoys me is
I
the
will be the
Chang'e
truth
players that
this
just
world
split push
desperately
the whole game,
needs.
you know.
みんなを守るために
Those kind of
私は
Chang'e
もっと
players,
強く
yeah,
なる
very toxic. I have a friend that does that, and
Yeah, I know that friend as well.
yeah, I wouldn't want to go up against Chang'e because all he does is
everything in
push.
the wind.
Your
Yeah, I
team
also
is
know that
picking.
friend. All he does is just split push the whole game, and then he wins.
team
I'm like,
is banned.
okay, let's not verse that thing. Yeah,
Hello, my friend.
attack
Your
speed
team
Chang'e,
is
right? And then
banning.
just split push. Yeah.
Sounds pretty lovely. Alrighty.
You should be ashamed for not trusting
Your
yourself.
team is banning.
I'm thinking, what's gonna happen with Lag this year? Is he gonna be the Roma player
Where
for
is
the
my
side of
target?
Mystic
Your
Vortex?
team is banning.
Because I feel like you know, it's a little bit weird when you like switching a sub in, but you're forced to be in the same draft. Like, can Lagless play that Hylas? Can he
Your
play
team
Rome?
is
Because
picking.
if I remember correctly, Lagless is an XP main.
Experience the euphony of suffering.
Your team is
The
picking.
abyss.
Just a small
yeah, but
correction
I
there. This is
is to protect lives.
sorry. This
Yeah,
is the Vortex, not Mystic Vortex. It's two different
Oh,
teams
the
with
Vortex,
the same
sorry,
last
yeah,
name.
yeah, okay, my bad. I'm gonna confuse them a little bit here.
Oh, got confused with the Mystic Vortex, right?
Yeah, something like that.
Just because he got to play the joy for them, that's I understand the confusion.
Okay, well, I'm sorry that two names have the Vortex in their name. Alright.
Should
Okay.
rename
into
AX to Vortex.
Vortex X.
Yeah. Vortex X. Yeah. A Vortex, that's the one.
What is it? The Vort X. It's like two words.
Welcome.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back
we're
into
back.
game one. Yeah, thanks. This is gonna be the first match of the evening. Sorry for the delay, everybody. I'm not gonna mess around with the camera settings this time, so we should be good to go. And I'm hoping that Kim's internet's not gonna be lagging behind this time. And Circuit just flick it.
I hope so too. If I start lagging, just tell me, you know, but I'll do this.
No worries. Okay, but yeah, I mean, interesting start to say Dynasty. We're gonna start with a flicker coming in from Circuit. I don't know what that strategy is about. Maybe that's just to show the casters that they are pretty confident about this.
I mean, we are seeing the Hayabusa go for that. No, he started with red, so they're going to rotate down to XP lane.
Ah, interesting. I think, yeah, I mean, Saint Dynasty have a pretty decent rotation coming through here, but Hayabusa, I don't know where he's walking. Aspect? Are you okay, bro? I don't we seem to have everybody lagging tonight. He's just walking to his base looking for something.
Might be a lagging situation. Yeah. I'm just happy I'm not the only one, you know. The players need to be lagging as well.
We're looking at a 4-man gang coming down here. Circuit, he's going to take a whole bunch of tower shots. Almost dying here, but a nice petrify coming in from that Black Dragon. But this should be a kill. The Saints know what they're doing, even though it's a really scuffed approach to the gank. They know what they're doing. They're going to be able to get the kill.
Yeah, very good early on kill onto the Yu Zhong, right? Especially for those turtle fights when the XP lane is underfarmed during those, especially at first turtle. It could be a very big advantage for Saint Dynasty.
as we're now looking at St. Dynasty. They're pushing into this turtle here, trying to get it done. Circuit already knows where Aspect is, just mind controlling him right now. Quad Shadow has been committed. Is he going to be able to get the steal, though, is the question. He's going to attempt it, but Conqueror, he's got it. He knows what he's doing there. So it's going to be the Shadow kill coming in from Aspect. No Quad Shadow to escape with, as we see a pretty one-sided team fight coming towards the side of St. Dynasty.
Yeah, that's the thing, and you can already see Mimic going into level 4, as well as Yu Zhong just not yet on that level 4. So you can really see how that that early kill really affected the side of the Vortex, especially for that turtle.
Yeah, it's not looking so good for the side of the Vortex. I mean, we're looking at like a almost 2,000 gold lead. That's about 1,500 at this point. So we'll have to see if they can sort of come back with it. They do have quite a heavy pick-off draft, as you said, on the side of the Vortex. I think that, I mean, both teams actually kind of do. So it's just this game, it's up to who has the better like pick-off style here. The team fights are going to be very chaotic.
Yeah, I can see that, but I think in terms of team fights, I'm actually opting more for the Vortex here to win these team fights. I mean, we are seeing the Hayabusa going into the back.
Oh yeah, but when it's St. Con coming in with that Tempest of Blades here, he's got the fast fingers doing quite a lot of work around there. But in the end, actually the Vortex were the ones that came out on top, getting the Kalia down before any of their members gets taken down as well. So yeah, I mean, that's a good trade for the Vortex. I keep wanting to call them Mystic Vortex, man.
No, you have to call them by their names, man. The Vortex. Yeah, but we are seeing the Yu Zhong here having a rough time against the CC. I mean, picking the Yu Zhong into the CC, I don't think was a good idea here, because CC, I mean, just that annoying pokes as we see Yu Zhong committing the Black Dragon form.
I mean, he managed to live through that engagement here, and Conqueror as well is also in a bit of danger. I think Yu Zhong is a very, very strong XP laner right now, but yeah, he does struggle to the likes of a CC, right? This sort of, I think in a complete man fight, CC should come out on top, even through all of Yu Zhong's sustainability. So I agree with that. We are going to see the Tsunami Slam though onto Aspect. Nice and easy kill for Aspect to get through. I mean, oh, excuse me, for Aizen to take here. But it's a nice trade. Jaguar 02 can be able to trade it for the Roamer. Not a great trade for the side of the Vortex here. I think Saints are a bit better off here. They still have their jungler. And so after Con finishes that blue buff, I think they're ready to go into the turtle.
We can see Mimic here, busy rotating already.
Oh yeah,
while Yu Zhong is at the bot lane. I mean, this could be an opportunity for Yu Zhong to push that lane, right? But ideally, you'd want your XP lane to be around Turtle at this time.
As you are going to see the glorious pathway, the red carpet has been dropped here. Turtle falling down quite low. It's going to be Aizen actually with the one. It's going to be the one who gets the turtle right there. As Muji, he's trying to go in here, but there's too much damage coming in from the side of St. Dynasty. And next, I mean, you're just seeing bodies drop right now. I mean, that was one-sided as hell.
Yeah, it was. I mean, you can see these pick-offs happening right on the side of St. Dynasty, really getting the players that they want to get out first before they engage with the rest of the team fight, right? And while they get out these early heroes, the team fight just seems easy for them.
Yeah, very, very easy. I think my replay buffer is a bit too short. Anyway, it looks like my replay buffer works. I did. Oh yeah, we are going to see actually a solo kill coming onto the Irithel right there. It has been Aspect popping that shadow kill. Not able to do too much with it. He's quite far behind on this Hayabusa.
Yeah. And I think that's something you don't want to be with Hayabusa. You don't want to be too far behind. Hayabusa needs to be able to dish that damage, especially for the late game.
Yeah.
We are seeing CC already joining these team fights, right? I mean, she's just going to be a menace throughout the whole game.
Yeah, I mean, a nice Tsunami Slam coming in. It's going to be Mimic finishing off the faster. Nice and easy for the side of Saints here. And look at the gold lead, man. It's crazy amounts of net worth advantage going towards the side of St. Dynasty here. I don't really know how
like
easily they're gonna be able to come
6K.
back. Yeah,
6K gold lead.
yeah. I feel like it's more than 6K. It's like 7K actually. But yeah, I mean, Granger being this far ahead, it's really rough for the side of the Vortex. Maybe they can try and get a pickoff done here. The red carpet does get dropped here with the Black Dragon form as well. They're going to try and chase down Eisen here. Are they going to be able to get him? He has the flicker away to get rid of the shadow kill, but it's actually going to be a nice kill coming down onto the side of Eisen here. Jigs finishes off the kill, gets onto Farsa here. Mimic as well, finishing off Irithel right now. They're going to keep continuing the chase again with the Tsunami Slam onto this Yu Zhong. They're not going to let the Vortex get away with that kill onto Eisen.
Yeah, that was a very good kill for the Vortex onto Eisen, but unfortunately, just that pickoff, you know. When we did see the Selena go into the Farsa there, and then we do see also that that Acer or Irithel, how do you say his name? Acer, Acu, Irithel passed away shortly after Farsa, so that's very unfortunate.
Yeah.
How do you say that name? Is it Acu or Acer?
Oh, well, actually, I'm on iOS. Like, his username doesn't even show up for me.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So he's using some kind of funny font.
It's gonna be Irithel this match. Yeah, that's the thing. Must get Android, man. Android's the way.
No
They
thanks.
give you all the fonts, bro.
No, thank you. No, thank you.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, Lord going to the side of
The
Saints here.
Vortex are playing this well.
Okay,
The
you're
Vortex just
lagging
need to
quite
play
a lot.
really defensively, right?
Yeah, they are. Yeah, you're lagging a bit. Oh, we are going to see the solo kill maybe onto Jinx. Oh, nice shuriken to finish off the job here. Coming in from Aspect. That's what we sort of expect to see when we see a high booster coming through here. Circuit. He's going to pop the conceal here. Get the flicker with the Tsunami Slam onto the Irithel. Nice and easy job coming in. And we are going to see as well the Tempest of Blades with the Black Dragon form. Going to be able to sort of zone the Saint Dynasty away right now as the Lord is approaching the middle lane right now. Are they going to be able to end the game? I don't think so. I think Saints, they kind of just want to get themselves just the tower rather than just ending the game here.
Red team base turret has been destroyed.
As also we are gonna.
Saints here, unless they can force a good team fight here, they must just go for the objectives, right? Just those towers.
Yeah, we are seeing a crazy team fight actually happening right now. Muji is gonna be able to get a kill for himself. Eisen will finish off the job as Eisen. Oh, a close little engagement there from Eisen against the Irithel. As we're looking at Conqueror, he's sort of poking around the Nexus, or so we call it the Crystal. It's called the Crystal in Mobile Legends, not the Nexus. That's a different game. As Kim, how you
I
doing?
lagged out there. Okay, I'm back.
Okay, looks like Kim's back. Kim's internet today is not too great. Oh, the Bluetooth basic attack coming in from Con. Is he going to be able to get through this though? Tempest of Blades popped. Oh, he's trying.
Lagged out.
Yeah, Kim, you are lagging. You are. Your responses are very delayed, sir.
Ooh, the shutdown. Oh, to the league. I'm still. Are you serious?
Yeah.
Oh my god. Okay,
That
you
is
know
so
what? I'm not
hectic
gonna
going
do
on.
real.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, Chemical seems to be having a little bit of internet issues, but what can you do? It's South Africa, baby. You can't expect
like
your
this, I'm
internet to go too smooth all the time. So, Kim, I might need to continue the rest by myself. That's unfortunate. But anyway, game state. Just gonna talk about game state here. We've got about a 7,000 gold lead right now.
No. Yeah.
Kim, I can tell you you're not here. Because that was another delay.
Yeah, he's sounding a bit like a robot.
I think that's you, sir. As we are seeing the Tsunami Slam coming through, we're going to see killing spree onto the Hylos. Nice and easy kill from Legolas. As that Quad Shadow comes through. Circuit, he's in a little bit of danger here. Aspect gets away from the team fight. No, you... I said finishes off the job. This should be the end of the game at this point right now. As a quad shadow coming in from Aspect. Are they going to be able to sort of defend this with enough? There's no shadow kill available to sort of protect the base with Mimic. He's feeling himself right now, fighting them against their own base right now as the game is about finished. That is going to be the Saint Dynasty taking game 1 in this best of 3.
Victory!
What a performance coming in from Saint Dynasty. I was ready to jump in there, but I just kind of left it. But nonetheless, Mimic picking up the MVP with the CC for the side of Saint Dynasty, taking this match 21-8, 12 minutes and 8 seconds. Let's go.
Just while we're here, before we talk about anything else, Mr. Chemical, I'm really sorry to say, but you are lagging out. Okay, he's gone.
Well, literally lagged out, bro. All right, so we are ready and good to go for match 2.
But I mean, the way Saint Dynasty played during that match was absolutely insane, and they just completely deleted the vortex and stormed the base.
Oh my god, we're in. No more time to keep looking at my cool replay function that I've installed here. As we go back into the game. Can you guys just handle the draft here while I just talk to Chemical, and then I can help out.
No stress. Jaguar_02 with the first ban for the side of the Vortex. My question is, will the Vortex be able to turn this around, go back to the drawing board and, well, get a return W and take us into that sudden death round, or will Saint Dynasty take this in a clean, sweet fashion, as Arlo is the first ban from the side of the Vortex, and Saint Dynasty responding with the Mincetar. All the respect coming in for CC.
CC was not a ban I expected, but to be honest, the way Mimic played that CC, it's quite understandable. Glue, another similar ban from the side of Saint Dynasty as in the previous draft, but the team's majority of the bans right now does look the same like the previous matches.
They call me a hero because I saved my nation from falling apart.
Similarity to it. I mean, CC being the respect ban from the first match, and YSS, well, he was in the first match as well, and Saint Dynasty removing 1-1 once more.
A lot of respect and a lot of hate going to this marksman. Jaguar _02 getting the first pick for the side of the Vortex. Maybe switching out. We do know
Thorns remain.
that Jaguar is usually in the mid lane, but switches with Aspect's Lancelot.
So Lance did get picked up, but Lancelot is currently a good pick.
I'm back.
Welcome back, bro.
Yeah, the Wi-Fi was
Pain flees.
It was?
doing other things, but it's good now.
Okay, I flippin' hope so. Alrighty.
Mimic picking up the Lucas and Circuit, going for the Rafaela. It seems like that dark system entered the dark system from the Conrica tournament there. Well, did awaken the Rafaela players once more. Muji_02 showing us the Lapu Lapu. My question is, will it be the Lapu Lapu though? Lapu against the Lucas? 7 out of 10 times Lucas wins the match.
But would you say that is the same for the current patch with Lapu Lapu still being so strong?
This land is our homeland. And it will soon be
yeah,
a battleground.
I did make the statement, so yes. As Jaguar_02 does pick up the Changi, and Muji did take the Lapu. Mr. Con, or well, Conqueror, as he has renamed himself with the next pick. Will he pick the jungle or will he swap out?
Currently showing the switches with Eisen's Moskov. Moskov is also a pretty good hero right now because He has everything that you want in a marksman, as we have mentioned before in the stream. Mobility, attack speed, amazing lifesteal, and good wave clearing abilities.
Yeah,
Fine.
on that bombshell,
Minotaur.
bless
Finish
myself,
off what was left
as Minotaur
undone.
gets banned out from the side of Saint Dynasty. Minotaur still underrated, with even this well, not rework, but with his clankiness being removed. I mean, Minotaur is actually a good hero to pick up on the roam, but I mean, Saint Dynasty did have the Minnow removed.
It does make sense to want to remove this hero because we have seen some good plays coming out from the Minotaur, especially that high amount of CC coming out from the Minoan Fury, and players like Oshumzi using it to its full advantage in previous matches. So definitely not something you would want
Crowned
to
by
deal with.
heaven's mandate.
Your team
My
is
legacy
banned.
Indeed,
shall
so as
endure.
well, the Vortex does ban out the Zetian, so definitely not wanting Zetian against the Changi.
True. Zitian is not the best for when it comes to 1v1 situations, in contrast to the attack speed mage like the Chunga.
Well, I mean,
Tail's been
that
itching
it
for
was
a
mentioned.
real fight.
Changi
Is
does have, well, she can do beautiful pushes. I mean, she can do jungle invades from the river. I mean, it's pretty much with that star press of hers. Changi is actually a good mage. She's underrated in my opinion. She's annoying to deal with though, because, well, she does do a lot of damage and she can shred through anyone's health. As Kalia is the final ban for the side of Saint Dynasty.
The only problem with the Chunga is that shield. Once you press the second skill, then
Still
you're given a
waters run
shield, and then
deep.
your
Your team is
one
picking.
attack becomes into 3 attacks at the same time. But if someone makes sure to take that shield down just in time, then the Chunga is really left defenseless.
Thing is the final ban for the side of the Vortex. We are about to jump into the final picks in the phase 2 drafting scene in the second matchup. Jinx showing us Gord. Well, they're currently trolling us. Jinx.
Would we actually be able to see an Odette for the first time in this current MSA? Actually, I hope so. I haven't seen Odette in the 5-man scene for a while.
Well, it seems like Odette will be picked
The
up. Oh
night
no!
sky tells
Going
all.
for the
Your team is
Esmeralda. Esme in the mid lane?
That's something I haven't seen in seasons, to be honest.
How many seasons, Lotus?
I think the last time I saw her was the first season I played this game, which was somewhere in 2024. So, 23. My bad.
Okay, Legolas does pick up the Kufra for the side of the Vortex. Look, I'm not really feeling Esme in the mage role, but hey, look, I've been wrong on so many occasions. As we do see, as you does pick up the Granger for the side of the Vortex, and well, Con will be going for who? Will it be the Gushin?
Sacrifice everything.
Yeah, it is
For
Gushin
victory?
for the side of Saint Dynasty. So,
Gladly.
ladies and gentlemen, this does conclude the second match's draft. Who will take this W in this second best of 3 match? Will it be Saint Dynasty taking this in a clean sweep, or will the Vortex take us home to the sudden death round? However, Lotus, please cast with Seppi, because Chemical is having some issues.
Yes, Chemical has messaged me in DM saying apologies. He's not going to be able to sort his internet out for tonight. So rest in peace, Chem. It was a good career. While I lost it.
It was fun while it lasted.
But yeah.
But we can definitely run it back with him.
Yeah, no. I always enjoy casting with Kim. He always brings some banter whenever he comes in, and I enjoy that. But for tonight, not gonna be able to do that. But just as good, if not better, I'm gonna have Lotus with me in this next game. So, Lotus, what are you thinking about this draft?
To Mobile Legends.
To be honest, I'm not really sure. I do agree with Scarp's sentiments about Esmeralda in the mid lane. I think I would rather go for the Vortex's draft in this case.
Okay, all right. I'm liking their draft a bit. I'm liking the Lancelot, liking the Lapu. There's quite a lot of different cool heroes that they can use in this game here. I think the Saints are kind of just like, you know, they know they got this in the bag. Well, that's what they think, right? So I'm not gonna say that that's happening for sure, but they're feeling themselves. They've got the Gushin whipped out. They've got the Esme mid, so they've got some goofy stuff planned.
That is true. We do see that the Rafaela and Esmeralda is also doing a good job at just getting vision for their teammates, but also starting to zone out the area for the Letha for their jungler.
As Aspect is starting his blue buff here, a little bit of danger of being raided, but not too much danger here. Conqueror has got the Gushin. Now this is your standard solo queue hero. Can snowball exceptionally hard if in the right circumstance. So we're gonna see who gets the Litha. It's gonna be a nice retribution coming in from Con.
I can say this much for the Esmeralda mid as well, is the fact that she's tanky in contrast to the other mages, but the engagement here in the jungle.
Oh yeah, I mean, I don't know who's gonna win this fight. Looks like so far Saint Dynasty and Con here and Co. Gonna sort of come out on top of there, but jungler's not level 4 just yet. That is gonna be the XP crab though, going towards Conqueror, so he's gonna have that level 4 nice and early. Aspect has hit that timing as well, so it should be a nice little turtle fight coming through here. When it comes to retribution, I think actually Gushin has a pretty good time on the retry when it comes to that. His Shadowblade Slaughter does quite a lot of burst damage, but the advantage with Lancelot is that the Phantom Execution and the Thorned Rose are just a bit easier when it comes to survivability when doing the retribution. But let's see who gets it this time. We are going to see Legolas just controlling up circuit right now. Not going to be any contestation. Aspect is going to be able to secure the first turtle.
I was wondering, why did Gushin, who had a good positioning on the turtle, run away and rather goes to his blue buff and then the gold lane?
I'm not sure why he's doing
Could
that.
have contested.
Yeah, I mean, look, the turtle is not the most important objective in the game. Sure, it helps a lot. I'm not gonna undermine the turtle. It gives you a lot of resources, experience, gold, and it gives you that shield for your whole team. Oh, we are gonna see the incandescence coming in from Gushin. Of Conqueror, he's gonna be able to get the kill. Well, with the help of Jinx, actually, he's the one who secures it right there.
Oh, Aizen is AFK.
Oh no.
It seems like the entirety of the teams are having difficulty with the Wi-Fi tonight. Some on
Including
and
the
off
casters.
relationship.
But anyway, yeah, we definitely got some issues with the internet around the globe, well, around South Africa here. I think Aizen being this far behind is pretty catastrophic. If we look at the gold between the two gold laners, it's, oh my god, it's about double right now.
And that is not something you want, especially so early in the game. Because both marksmen scale quite nicely, but if the Granger scales before the Moskov, that can put Saint Dynasty in a difficult position.
Poor Aizen. Let's look at him up close. Let's get a nice up view close of Aizen here. Hell yeah. Oh, okay. Wait, his idle animations play even when he's when it's paused. That's cool.
That's interesting.
It's a nice skin, by the way. This one of my favorite skins in the game. I unfortunately don't have it. The Infernal Wormlord Moskov.
I'm not a fan of any of his skins. They don't have much aesthetic value, if I can put it that nicely.
What the like the Abyss theme skins? What are you talking about?
No, any of Moskov's skins.
Oh, you're just talking about Moskov skins in general? You don't like the Javelin Master?
No, not even that one. I think Granger skins are the best between the majority of the marksmen.
All right, that's fair. That's fair. He does have pretty cool skins. I must say, I think his legend skin is probably the best. I would argue. I'm not sure.
My favorite of him would be his create skin. I don't know the name, but he wears like this medieval hoodie. Oh, but the match continues.
Okay, yeah, no, we're back into the game. I've just noticed something. Does Lancelot have a tail on the skin? I was just like looking at. I was just trying to pay, looking at him up close. It looks like he's got a tail.
No, he doesn't have a tail, I think.
Oh, maybe that's
It's
just his
just,
shoulder, his
the-
shoulder thing. Oh, okay. I see. I see.
Oh, there he has a tail.
Oh, I think it's when
It
he's
comes in
walking
loads.
fast. I think it's when he's walking at a certain movement speed. He acquires that tail. I get it. Is Eisen back?
But
He is not back.
they did have around a 3-minute pause. I don't think they can get more than that. Eisen should probably be back any moment, hopefully, for the side of Saint Dynasty, but they do have a relatively decent comp to survive for a few minutes without the Moskov, but it's gonna be bad late game.
So, Gon did said he will take this match 4v5.
Okay, there he is. It's him, guys. Conqueror, he says, nah, we got this. We're going to try and take this 4v5 here. So far, a decent start for them, even though they're just missing out a little bit of gold. But that's quite impressive since they're -1 right now. We are going to see the bravest fighter coming from Muji here onto Conqueror. He's going to be able to make it out. Muji pops that vengeance, trying to fight this mimic on this Lucas right now. Tail beast bomb dropping down right now. Can he finish the kill? He's trying his best. He actually gets it in the end. Beautifully played coming in from the mimic right there, but it doesn't feel that great, right? He's still quite far behind in the gold here. Well, 500 gold, it's not that much.
But the Rafaela did at least spawn him, so he will be able to be in time to help with this next objective. But will they be able to get it is the question.
Ooh, that is the question here, as we see. Oh, I think Saint Dynasty, they're going to struggle a little bit to try and secure this, especially without Conqueror. I think there was pretty much no chance, right? So, yeah, that's going to be the next turtle going towards the side of the Vortex.
But in the meantime, Jinx did lane cut a bit, getting some gold here in the gold deck.
Yeah, as we now see, Aspect actually gets taken down. That's already some nice kills coming for the Saints here. We are going to see the bravest fighter being committed onto Mimic here. That's all going to be a 1-for-1, well, 2-for-1 trade. Going in the favor of Saints, so they're not feeling too bad about that. They'll take what they can get if they're 4v5.
That is true. Right now we're past the 6-minute mark, but the engagement once again onto Granger manages to escape. We're just past the 6-minute mark, and it's 5-4 in the favor of Saint Dynasty, and they also unfortunately have a 2,000 gold deficit.
Oh, 2,000. Yeah, I mean, as I said, listen, the gold deficit is going to be hurting the Saints quite a lot here. I think, especially without that marksman, right? So they're going to be feeling... I think even if they were ahead right now, we would still see a gold lead for the side of the Vortex, just because they have that numbers lead. And we are going to see a little bit of a play coming in from Aspect here. Conqueror pops that incandescence to get away out of danger.
But the fortunate thing for the side of Saint Dynasty is, even if they do lose this match, they still won the first match, so they can go into that sudden death round. And by that time, they probably already have a sub waiting for them.
True. Also, I'm quite surprised to not see what's his name, Robin the one that was their roamer, but it's actually Circuit joining in the likes of the Saint Dynasty here tonight. So it's quite a nice surprise to see that. Actually, Circuit, one of my favorite roamers. I think, in my opinion, the best roamer in the country.
I would agree with you, but I'm a bit biased, and I know that I would say Shroomzy is the best roamer in the country.
No, that is totally acceptable, for sure. As we see a little bit of engagement, cute little engagement coming in from Jaguar onto the bottom lane right now. He's going to be able to defend this tower, but so far Aspect, he's going to be able to secure the turtle for the Vortex once again.
I just realized with the Chunga also being so shield bended thanks to her second skill, doesn't that also make Esmeralda a good counter versus her?
That is true. That is true. I feel like Chang'e is mostly like not extremely reliant on her shield. Sure, it's a nice bonus that she gets from having that shield, but I don't think it's the main thing about it. We are going to see a little bit of a pick 1v1 here coming from Muji and Conqueror, but I think Saints, they need to be quite careful about how they approach fights now, because every loss matters quite a lot.
That is true. Conqueror almost getting caught out by the Lapu Lapu, but still decides to engage.
We are going to see the Falling Star Moon coming in from Jinx here. It is going to be the Beast Form from the Lucas Mimic. It's going to be holding that front line here as the Tail Beast Bomb drops onto all of them there. But it is a bit difficult for the St. Dynasty to get the kill. Oh, Thorn Rose onto the top lane. Aspect finishes off that kill nicely. Oh, with the there it is. Rafaela with the hacks.
Well, it definitely feels like a hack in this game, but it also helps with the numbers disadvantage. Gusion managing to take down the Lapu, and Aspect in a lot of trouble right now. Will get taken down by the... Will not get taken down, maybe. Yes! Lancelot
what do you mean,
down.
yes? It sounded like you were like hoping that he got taken down or something.
Who doesn't vote for the underdogs in any situation right now?
That's fair, that's fair. Let's see if that replay saved. I was quite happy with that one. Oh, it looks like the Stranger is getting wrapped around just a little bit right now. Team's coming up to the backup. Should be Muji, possibly going to pop the Bravest Fighter there. Does drop it down onto the floor. Not going to be able to get the chase though. I feel like these team fights are quite awkward, right? The side of St. Dynasty, they don't really want to fully commit too much when it comes to fights. They sort of want to poke around and find out what's sort of happening before they fully come into a fight.
I do agree with you there. We do see the first, yes, that is the first roar of the game already up and running, but no team is committing to it just yet. But Granger is in once again a lot of trouble. Incandescence taking down the Granger. This gives the number advantage, well, equaling the numbers right now. But the Vortex is already on the floor.
Oh, we're looking at a pretty hectic team fight right now. Mimic actually secures the roar out of the hands of the Vortex here, as the Chang'e will be able to clean up a few kills, but it's 2 for 2 with the Lord. Oh, Conqueror comes in with Incandescence. Not going to be able to get the kill onto Muji right there. Is he going to be able to make it out, though? As we now see, it's going to be Falling Star Moon covering Con's back here. He's going to be able to get that enhanced basic attack for that heal, and Jaguar makes it out alive. And look at an amazing steal coming in from the side of St. Dynasty there, Mimic.
That is very indeed correct. I mean, right now they're playing 5v4. Definitely not in their favor, but they're making it work. Manages to steal a Lord and even win the team fights.
Yep. I mean, that's St. Dynasty for you. They have their map awareness. They have their map pressure. Even with I think they forced the Lancelot away, so that made space for them to try and get a 50-50 with the Lord, and it paid off. They managed to get the job done. Oh, we are going to see a little bit of a fight here onto Legolas. Mimic doing a little bit of a poke with that Lucas there. He is quite deadly on this here as well, not just his R-lot, I must say. So myself, as we're looking in the middle lane here, we're going to see the punctures coming in from Aspect. He's not going to be able to commit just yet though. Bravest Fighter from Muji doing quite a lot of damage. Just going to have to get away though. There's going to be the Divine Retribution, Holy Retribution. I can't remember. What's the name of Raphael ult?
Blue team turret has been destroyed.
I can't remember. But Esmeralda, also getting engaged upon right now, manages to escape quite nicely. Unfortunately, St. Dynasty couldn't do much with that Lord that they took down, but it did give them time.
Nothing a concealed play coming in from the Kufra right here. You're going to try and mess with Jinx. What the hell is Con doing? You know, he's going to get the kill, actually. Oh my gosh. That was a hectic tower dive. Wait, he's still taking down. Wow. What was that pathing from Con? Oh my god. I think he. Oh, nice flicker coming through from that Legolas right there. Not gonna be able to turn into anything though.
Hero resurrected.
But once again, the Rafaela brings back the Gusion. Lancelot is doing some hefty damage onto St. Dynasty, and Esme just trying to tank down all the damage that she can.
Yeah, I mean, this Esme right now is able to hold that front line beautifully. She's got more than enough items to do it. She's actually going for quite a hectic damage build. Oh my gosh, what was that? Catching the Lapu Lapu in the bush while he is trying to get away.
Lancelot onto Circuit will take her down, but Kong already back into the mix.
Excuse me, ladies and gentlemen, I messed up the camera a little bit there, but yeah, I mean, they managed to get a few kills, pretty important ones nonetheless. That's going to be a 3-for-1 trade. Circuit's more than happy to take that trade.
I would be as well. Right now it's 3v2, and the Gusion can definitely take this Lord with the help of his team. Maybe they can even gain some more objectives with it this time around.
Maybe they can. It should be a nice and easy Lord for the side of Saints once again. Securing that Lord nice and safely. They're playing it very safe. They're playing it like they're not all inning, as I said. They're playing it in a way that sort of keeps them in a good spot in the game. It's just that, you know, once it hits like late game, they're in a big trouble, right? Once the gold sort of equalizes, then it's the actual 4v5 start, right?
That is true. So what they might want to do is also maybe split up the Vortex to also not have to deal with that full 4v5.
We are going to see Con getting caught down here with Aspect coming in with the Thorned Rose. They're going to be able to get the second kill here. Mimic on the Lucas. They're going to try and start the fight for themselves. It's 2v4, right? 2v5 for the side of St. Dynasty here. So I think they need to get back.
Very much so. We do see some slow pushing here in the top lane. The minions will be able to take this tower, so that does work slightly in the favor of St. Dynasty.
True. Jinx is probably the most immortal hero right now on the side of Saints here. He's not, has no fear. He's got more than enough items to come sustain. And I mean, you know, sustain meta, what's another hero that sustains? It's the Esmeralda.
Very true. Also, we do see the Granger on 564 stacks right now, so he's gonna start dealing a lot more damage, but Esmeralda taking him down. My bad, Granger. Sorry for the caster's curse.
Yeah, I mean, that's a classic. You're gonna get caster's cursed at some point in these sort of games. Yeah, Legolas gonna go in with that Tyrant's Curse. Be able to sort of poke down the side of Saints a little bit here, but Mimic doing tons of damage on that Lucas right there. They really do want this mid tower on the side of Saints, right? It's giving the Vortex quite a lot of maneuverability around the map, you know, just if they have that tower up. But Legolas not really in a position to initiate once again.
We do see that some potential poking is gonna come here in the mid lane. St. Dynasty really wants that mid tower, you were correct. But the Vortex knows that and they're defending actually very nicely.
Here we are gonna see Jinx doing, oh my gosh, another Bluetooth attack from Jinx here, but oh, we are gonna see another side on the other side of the fight there. It's going to be Gusion taking down one of the members. So it's a 2-for-0 trade at the moment for the side of Saints there. As the fight continues middle lane here, they're going to be able to get the tower finally.
Well done. And I mean, the distractions that Jinx is causing right now are very well played, and the damage plus also the tankiness from the Esmeralda is helping quite in the favor of St. Dynasty.
Oh, but Gusion Conqueror gets the long-range kill coming onto that Lancelot right there, as that's going to be an amazing kill for the side of St. Dynasty to accomplish.
Once again, St. Dynasty will be able to take this Lord without contest. I think this Rafaela pick was actually very beneficial to them, because it just helps with that reviving the teammates.
I mean, I think you're right. This Esme is just absolutely slamming the side of the vortex here, as we're seeing Mimic going in quite aggressively underneath the tower right there, as they sort of need to back off, but the Lord, it is that past 12-minute mark, so that Lord is going to crash through, but Jinx comes in with massive damage onto multiple enemies of the vortex right there. There's Aspect with the puncture, comes in with the Phantom Execution. Is he going to be able to make it out though? Gets blown up by Conqueror. This could be the end of the game here. Legolas, I don't think he's going to be able to defend this one. Saints, they're going to be able to take this game 4v5, I think.
Funny enough, that was also the first death from the side of Jinx. I definitely think that this player is worthy of the MVP, but Saint Dynasty just managing to win this 4v5 in the 5-man scene, that is beautifully done.
Is Moskov AFK?
Moskov was AFK, yes, for the whole match, and they still won. That is pretty crazy stuff. I think Jinx definitely showed us the power of Esme in that game. Deserved the MVP. Shotcon got some pretty amazing kills as well, but that was an Esme performance.
I agree with you there. So Saint Dynasty wins versus the Vortex 2-0, taking it in a clean sweep fashion and also in dramatic fashion.
Yeah, that's gonna be 2-0 to Saints actually. Yeah, I don't know, you mentioned it. So amazing job coming in from them. Yeah, we'll have to see if they do this well going forward. I'm sure they will, but they're gonna have to go against some stronger teams after this. Is that the Vortex? I think they're out now, so a good try. We'll hopefully see you next year. We're expecting some good things. I'm hoping that they learned a few lessons along the way as well.
Yeah, no, definitely indeed. So, I mean, we could have just imagined what would have happened if the Moskov was into the mix. But nonetheless, ladies and gentlemen, we will be heading into that pause screen in a moment as we get the second lobby sorted. So, for those of you that have joined us, thank you for being here, and stick around. We will be back shortly. Please hit that like, share, and subscribe button. Let's go.
Like retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution. Yeah, we ran out of patience. Boil up with the cold hard hatred. I can feel the vibration. Feet in the streets, it's a new sensation. I wanna break faces on the pavement. I wanna make greatness look complacent. Adrenaline awakened, I can taste it. We can make an impact, grab and then take it. Like a disease, bring them to their knees. Take for their disease. Just like a weed, spread into the streets. It's time to make them bleed. 'Cause we just want retribution. Let's go light up the darkness. Make true of an empty promise. Flip cards into weak and harmless. Take to the streets and turn them to a mosh pit. 'Cause we want retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution. Feels like a disease, bring them to their knees. They pay for their disease. Just like a weed, spread into the streets. Time to make them bleed. 'Cause we want retribution. 'Cause we want retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution. Yeah, we ran out of patience. Boil up with the cold hard hatred. I can feel the vibration. Feet in the streets, it's a new sensation. I wanna break faces on the pavement. I wanna make greatness look complacent. Adrenaline awakened, I can taste it. We can make an impact, grab and then take it. Like a disease, bring them to their knees. Take for their disease. Just like a weed, spread into the streets. It's time to make them bleed. 'Cause we just want retribution. Let's go light up the darkness. Make true of an empty promise. Flip cards into weak and harmless. Take to the streets and turn them to a mosh pit. 'Cause we want retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution. Feels like a disease, bring them to their knees. They pay for their disease. Just like a weed, spread into the streets. Time to make them bleed. 'Cause we want retribution. 'Cause we want retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution. Yeah, we ran out of patience. Boil up with the cold hard hatred. I can feel the vibration. Feet in the streets, it's a new sensation. I wanna break faces on the pavement. I wanna make greatness look complacent. Adrenaline awakened, I can taste it. want retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution. Yeah, we ran out of patience. Boil up with the cold hard hatred. I can feel the vibration. Feet in the streets, it's a new sensation. I wanna break faces on the pavement. I wanna make retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution. Yeah, we ran out of patience. Boil up with the cold hard hatred. I can feel the vibration. Feet in the streets, it's a new sensation. I wanna break faces on the pavement. I wanna make greatness look complacent. Adrenaline awakened, I can taste it. We can make an impact, grab and then take it. Like a disease, bring them to their knees. Pain for their disease. Just like a weed, spread into the streets. Cause we want retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution. Yeah, we ran out of patience. Boil up with the cold hard hatred. I can feel the vibration. Feet in the streets, it's a new sensation. I wanna break faces on the pavement. I wanna make greatness look complacent. Adrenaline awakened, I can taste it. We can make an impact, grab and then take it. want retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution. Yeah, we ran out of patience. Boil up with the cold hard hatred. I can feel the vibration. Feet in the streets, it's a new sensation. I wanna break faces on the pavement. I wanna make greatness look complacent. Adrenaline awakened, I can taste it. We can make an impact, grab and then take it. Like a disease, bring them to their knees. Take for their disease. Just like a weed, spread into the streets. Time to make them bleed. 'Cause we just want retribution. Let's go light up the darkness. Make true of an empty promise. Flip cards into weak and harmless. Take to the streets and turn them to a mosh pit. 'Cause we want retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution. Like a disease, bring them to their knees. Pay for their disease. Just like a weed, spread into the streets. Time to make them bleed. 'Cause we want retribution. 'Cause we want retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution. Yeah, we ran out of patience. Boil up with the cold hard hatred. The darkness, make true of an empty promise. Flip cards into weak and harmless. Take to the streets and turn them to a mosh pit. 'Cause we want retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution. Like a disease, bring them to their knees. Pay for their disease. Just like a weed, spread into the streets. Time to make them bleed. 'Cause we want retribution. 'Cause we want retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution. Yeah, we ran out of patience. Boil up with the cold hard hatred. I can feel the vibration. Feet in the streets, it's a new sensation. I wanna break faces on the pavement. I wanna make greatness look complacent. Adrenaline awakened, I can taste it. We can make an impact, grab and then take it. Like a disease, bring them to their knees. Pay for their disease.
Right. Hello everybody, and welcome to the stream. This is Waylander here with Zeppy and Loris as we're heading into the first match. We're into the drafting phase right now. It is Equinox up against Exodus, the
They
two
call me a
E's
hero
versus one
because I
another.
saved my nation
And
from
well,
falling apart.
as we see, the
This
first
land
ban
is our
coming through is going to be your
homeland. It will soon be your
typical
burial ground.
meta bans being removed from the equation. It's the YSS and the Lapu.
I mean, both of these two heroes have high win rates, as we have seen in the last few days of the MSA, and CC also getting banned. I think these teams were definitely watching the previous matches. We saw Mimic's CC, and it was horrendous to the enemy.
Your team is banning.
Well, we're just coming to the earlier bans, right? I know you're saying in the previous game CC was just proper noise. I'm assuming it was Mimic because of CC that causes a whole bunch of chaos. From your laughter, I see I'm right. But that YSS ban that we were talking about, right? It was Merlin today who was telling me that in the pro scene, in the MSC, YSS has a 73% win rate, which is absolutely nuts. So definitely a hero that you want to get rid of.
I am not the only one
I think
bound
it's
by
that
these chains.
global vision from his ultimate from the Mountain Shocker that really is a game
Thorns
changer.
remain, should
Your
petals
team
fall.
is picking.
I would I definitely agree with you there. As we do see the next bands coming out, which was the Phobius, Lancelot, and Uranus, Sharp from the side of Exodus picking up the Basha. What do you think about Basha first pick?
I've been waiting
Basha
for too
is
long.
broken, right? Because Basha is kind of a flex pick, so you don't really know whether they're going to be using Basha in the jungle or Basha on the roam position. Can be played XP, right? I mean, I wouldn't really recommend it on the XP. Possibility for the XP lane. There are better XP lanes, but it's a pretty decent flex pick. And as you can see, immediate response to that Basha pick coming through is the
Weaving through
cannon.
time's threads, I hope to find a strand that's truly mine.
Carry is also pretty strong right now, especially
Chivalry
with
is
us
dead,
being in the
and
current
I will
sustain meta.
revive it.
There's the light wheels coming out from the carry, and just that damage that's just almost one-shotting the tanks. As the next picks come out from the side of Exodus, which is an Angela and a Cloud.
Well, whenever you're going for the tank jungle, you usually want to play a support, and Angela is one of the more decent supports to play with the Basha. Because of his extreme mobility, it's difficult for other supports to stay close. Like, you know, for instance, a Florin or an Estes, you need everyone to stay close to you. They work fairly well with the Fredrins, if that's the tank jungle pick. But an Angela caters for the mobility of Basha, because you know, once Basha gets into that spinny little wheel of his and starts rolling around, an Angela on top of you is gonna really help. But having the lockdown and backline dive from the side of Equinox is gonna be kind of scary for that Angela, because when you look at the pro scene, no one really goes for the support picks. They're going for more of these pick-off kind of roamers. Your Badangs, Arlot, Chose, Franco even, right? They like this single target pick-off. And if you're an Angela, especially with like a Yuzong or a Gato or in the mix, you can't just stay safe behind your tanky frontliners. There's going to be this insane backline dive, and you gotta be very, very, very careful. Can be very problematic. And as and just staying with that, I'm really liking Equinox's bans with the Zetian and Zushin. Those are two mages that, as we know, are very good at dealing with frontliners. So good to get rid of them.
Definitely agreed. Also, with the Angela having been picked up so earlier, Exodus unfortunately threw away that the fact that the Basha is gonna go into the jungle. But also, I'm just glad for the side of Exodus that Equinox did not pick up an Esmeralda. Otherwise, this Angela would have such a difficult time. But Hichime picking up the Xavier for the side of Equinox.
So that allowed for Madness to lock onto the glue, because glue would have been just waiting to see when that mage is being picked up. You don't want the Pharaohs to come out if you're picking up a glue. So that and the glue adds an extra bit of tanky frontline setup here, and Kadita, very strong mage, does actually very strong once you hit that level 4 power spike. And maybe exactly what the side of Exodus needed to get into the backline, because he's going to be able to, or she's going to be able to deal with Xavier, not the highest mobility mages, actually very slow in terms of movement. And Carry does have a dash, but it's not the longest of dashes, you know, in terms like if you're comparing it to say a Moskov or a Ranger, where they have those are mobility kind of marksmen. But anyway. The draft, pretty decent from both sides. Lots of picks and counter picks going into the mix here. But it's time to head into the game to see who's going to draw first blood in this matchup. It is Exodus up against Equinox.
Welcome to Mobile Legends.
No problem. Oh.
5 seconds till the enemy reaches the battlefield.
Okay.
Smash them.
Alright, so we're heading into the match. Recall's coming out here from elbow. You know, flexing that, actually the elbows. And that recall emote here as the game is about to begin. Both jungles starting off on the same side of the map, and the contest begins for dominance in the mid lane. Kadita does have a decent wave here, but so does Xavier, especially with a Gatto around to help with that.
That is true. Right now, Exodus is also doing a good job at trying to get control over the Letho area as well, waiting for the Basha to come around, and Leomor is already at the site.
Yeah, so Basha going for the buff to buff rotation, allowing that Litho to go uncontested. The Gatto just scouting out, just supplying a bit of vision. I don't think Angelo wants to go into a poke competition here up against Gatto. He's gonna win that hands down. Oh, but the rotation towards the XP lane. There's the engagement. Glow and Kadita on to Gosu Okado on that Yuzong, taking him down. So first blood going the way of Exodus.
That was a good rotation coming in from the Kadita. She saw that the carry was playing safe and instead went to help the laner. Some good decision making already so early in the game.
Oh, there's Leomon. He gets onto his steed, but he's stopped off by the Basha. Basha continuing this. Angela healing that Basha. He's trying to survive through this, but the Leomon with just too much damage in there. Manages to set up the kill. Gatto was the one who got it, but Gatto was taken down in response. Clint getting the kill there, but Clint is a little bit on the low side. However, Angela sticking around just to make sure that Clint has the ability to stay in lane. Oh, but meanwhile, Kadita takes out the Leomon. Boxy, beautiful play coming through.
These rough waves, the side of Equinox definitely have to be careful for a Kadita camping, because that is what a Kadita does best and does beautifully.
Yeah, so nice taunt coming through from Jehav. As there's the Yuzong engaging onto Madness. He pops that split. They did force out the flicker from the Angela, so she has to be very, very safe right now, because doesn't have the escapability. Oh no, maybe there's the escapability now. It's going to be the hard guard available. She is quite close to the box here, as Yuzong is trying to go for the engagement. Will we see the hard guard? Will the hard guard land in time? No, it does not. Glue with the split, but there's the Avatar Guardian. What an Avatar Guardian into the backline. Timed so perfectly. The grab onto who is that? It's onto the Gatto, but with that user casting left, right, and center sets up the kills. And so with that, gold lead has swung in the favor of Equinox.
That was well played from their side, as they also managed to get a 1 kill advantage, and like you said, the gold swung in their favor with almost 1,400 lead.
Yeah. They won that. It's always that dangerous time, the first major objective, which was Ironhide. So Kadita with just a candle here. She's waiting for, I think, maybe Xavier to walk his way back. Ricardo, he goes to check the bush. He's gonna get knocked out. There's the rough waves, the finish of the disengage. Avatar of Guardian tried to be used to save him, but you gotta respect a Kadita. You gotta respect the rough waves. Oh, but Leomord, he's respecting nothing. He's like, elbow, come here. Let me give you a bit of tennis elbow here. Swinging that sword of his around, taking on the Angela.
Right now, the Leomord is actually pretty strong. Very much an underrated hero. Not used either. But the taunt onto the Kadita. Will she get taken out? No, she does not. Passive rocking and already back to almost full health.
Yeah, just frontlining a bit. Just wants to get a bit of poke damage onto the Xavier. Knowing that it is just 10 seconds to this next objective. And you gotta be careful here. Glue frontlining, there's the engagement. Rush her into the mix. The hard guard is available. But Angela, she's gonna get focused on trying to heal back Leomord onto the turret. But will we see the grab onto him? Oh, no, not yet. Yes, we do. But Leomord, he's got the ability to dance away. However, the fight not going the way of Equinox. They managed to take down one, but it's a 1-for-1 trade-off, minus all the kills that happened earlier on. And now with this, we should see the opportunity to have a tower trade-off. Though Clint, I would say, is having it once Clint at that level 4 power spike. Benny Maru having a very nice time up against the carry and secure quite a bit of farm.
That is true, but it does also seem that this Bashia might be AFK. It seems that there's a lot of AFKs tonight.
Yeah. Should we be pausing right now? I think we should.
Ah, there it is. Okay. So, what do you think about the team's lineup so far, especially with the momentum that the game is going?
Somebody tag me, huh? Second. Let's find out. So I'm sorry. I'll be back with you guys on the stream in a moment. I'm just messaging here, Lotus, if you can continue talking.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, it is almost the 6-minute mark of this first match of Equinox versus Exodus in this best of 3. But right now, Equinox does have a bit of the upper hand right now. They do have a 1001k gold lead, as well as a 2-kill advantage, but the map control is still relatively even. And as we all know, you guys also play rank. Several of you also play in the 5-man scene, and map control is what ends up winning the game at the end of the day. But some good coming out from both teams so far. The thing is, the Leomord is doing such a beautiful job of targeting the Angela that there is no support for the Basha when he gets cornered from all sides, and this we have seen in every single team fight so far.
Yeah. So, well, we're just going to be checking on the Basha, just to make sure that everything is A-okay, and that we can get back into the game. The map control, as Lotus mentioned, is fairly even. We've got a turret traded on either side. The kills are more or less the same, though Equinox does have a slight gold lead. It's about 1.1k, which means they do have part of an item completed. I don't think there's any complete item that is, except for the smaller little mini items that build up to the big items. That is going to be 1.1k in gold. I think the cheapest items in the game is Sky Piercer, though I could be mistaken. I don't think there's anything cheaper than Sky Piercer.
Actually, you are correct. Because the Sky Piercer is 1.5k gold. The rest is usually just a little bit above that, 1.6 to up to one of the items even being 3,000 gold. Good example would be the Holy Crystal.
Yeah, the Holy Crystal. But if I'm looking at Sky Pierce, it's not my favorite item in the world. Granted, it's the cheapest, but for the amount of gold that you get for it, it's you know, you're not really gonna. It's just so much meant for snowballing. Like if you're not gonna snowball, it loses most of its effectiveness. It's just its passive that's amazing about it. The rest of the stats on Skypiercer is like it's meh. You know, it's not anything to write home about.
I definitely agree with you there. My favorite description of the Skypiercer is basically a retry for hero kills. But the thing is, like you said, it's a snowballing item. If you don't have it, then you just waste one of your item categories that you could use to get so much more damage. And if you die, you lose.
Yeah, and you just
And
lose
if you
everything.
exactly, so when you have an other item, it doesn't disappear if you die.
So, with the referee saying that we unpause the game on 26 minutes, because that was a 4-minute pause, and we do have that the pause. Sadly, Basha is having some connection issues, which kind of sucks. There's the engagement here onto the Clint. He's already used that second skill. Gatto manages to land the Avatar of Guardian underneath the turret, but he's going to take quite a bit of turret damage himself, so he's forced to retreat with heals up quite quickly. Equinox taking advantage of the number advantage that they now have with Basha being AFK, and they're continuing with the pressure to try to gain a bit of map control, carry making the rotation here towards the mid lane. Same with Berimaru, but there's no way they're gonna contest for the Iron Heights. I mean, it's not just that it's the Basha that's AFK, this is their jungler, so no retry available. Black Dragon form does come out from the Yuzak. He's trying to get into those squishies in the backline. Flies straight through. Leomord pops the ulti. They want to engage, but the rough waves comes through, just taking down one. They take down another. Equinox is like, number advantage. What number advantage? It's a 2-for-0 exchange here in the mid lane.
That was a good thing coming from the side of Exodus. It does seem like they will also be able to take down this mid-tier turret. This does give them a little bit extra gold, even if it doesn't sway too much of the advantage away, because their jungler is AFK, so no jungle invades. But it does relieve a bit of the pressure.
I mean, no retribution is just that's next level crazy to try to compete. You're gonna have to win those team fights, and it's gonna be difficult because your only real frontline be the glue, but Foxy on this Kadita has been causing a whole bunch of damage. Oh, there's the grab onto the Leomord, the rough with the follow-up here. Avatar of Guardian has a counter engage, but they managed to get the kill there. Hot gun does come out there. As Clint, he's into the mix. He's got those items. He's dishing out the damage. Gatto trying to survive through this, but he gets taken down. But there's a Black Dragon form. Oh, the Petrify misses its target as glues into the backline. They want to grab onto Xavier. Xavier's almost being taken down. And Yusa wants to chase onto the glue, but glue has a decent amount of mobility to escape Exodus. I mean, with the man down, doesn't even seem like it. They have stepped their gameplay up to another level.
That is definitely true. It does seem like the Kadita is also making sure to once again get a good camp. Maybe wants to take out either the Xavier or the Leomord.
Onto the Xavier, there's the escape. Leomord with that ult of his manages to get a response kill, takes down the Kadita. So that's going to be a mage for mage exchange with the first row of the game coming up right now. So things are looking a little bit dicey for the side of Exodus. No retribution available, no Kadita to really get the challenge in. But it doesn't seem like Equinox want to rush this. The retribution was still on cooldown for Al for the side of Equinox, and so they're only going to be now, which does give Kadita and Xavier the chance to get into the mix.
That is true, and in the meantime, Yuzong is also just pushing out this top lane, baits out the Clint to go away from the fight, and Equinox finally starts the roar.
looks like they're gonna have to sacrifice this. But they do get the engagement onto Yuzong. Yuzong does have the Black Dragon form to escape, doesn't need it, and so just created enough space for the team to take down the Roar. And with this should open up the map a little bit more for them.
Yes. Also, we do see that the Clint is starting to take the Basha, some of his farm. I mean, right now the Basha can't take it, so might as well give it to the best scaling hero right now, which is the Clint, who already does have 20 stacks on Skypiercer.
20 stacks is okay. It's not that fantastic, but they're gonna have to wait for him to come online. The defense is gonna prove to be very difficult. There's the Yuzong into the mix, gets the full combo of the Dawning Light, but the passive is in there. Rough Waves comes up from the Khadija, beautiful repositioning. Glue is taken down the no, he's not. It's going to be the Angela that was taken down before she could get that hard card off, and so it's a 2-for-1 exchange. But I mean, not having the Basha available is just allowed this Raw to take a tier 2 turret. Mid lane being pressured in here. I just don't have the numbers to try to defend all of this. They're gonna try to keep the shields alive for as long as they possibly can. Splitting up to get the defense going. Khadija taking care of the bot lane, but all the tier 2 turrets have been removed from the equation. If Exodus are gonna win this, it's gonna be one of those. It's gonna be a long haul kind of game. They're gonna have to stretch this game out as long as possible and hopefully win one massive team fight. And they have been winning those team fights, but win one massive team fight. Sacrifice the objective, but win one massive team fight, and maybe hopefully end it all. But it all depends on how well they defend these tier 3 turrets.
I do agree with you there. The only problem is if they take this game too long, the carry is gonna also farm up really nicely, as well as Xavier, and we all know how much damage they deal late game, like super late game.
Yeah, the same. I said, can also dish out the damage. The same with Khadija. There's the engagement from the Xavier. He does land that combination. Pressure being placed here onto the waves from the side of Equinox. I'm not so sure about that as an idea, especially considering it's under 40 seconds to the next Raw. I would be thinking of freezing the waves for the next 20 to 25 seconds.
Definitely, but it seems like Equinox is thinking, oh wow, it's not gonna be that big of a problem if we give them some farm, but this might shoot them in the foot if they are not careful enough.
Yeah, the glue is actually causing a ton of problems along with the Khadija, because Khadija is just getting those pickups into the backline. As you can see, Boxy is 4-1 and 8 carry, pops the light wheels, melting down this Roar. We know there's no possible way that Exodus can go for the contest right now without retribution. What's the point even going in there? You're going to be in a 4v5 situation. If you lose the team fight and the Raw, it could be game over.
Yes, but also if you look at the kills, it's going to be 13 to 10 in the favor of Exodus, surprisingly enough. But unfortunately, due to this numbers advantage that Equinox has, they also have the gold advantage, which is around 5,000 almost. Lead.
It is a significant lead, but I have seen smaller leads being melted down here. But they're I mean, hats off to them. They're committing to this 4v5, and not doing bad of a job with it. Though, I mean, look at the distance coming through from Equinox here. They've managed to sync up the waves beautifully. This defense is going to be challenging, especially considering there's the Avatar Guardian, doesn't manage to land onto anybody. Yuzong trying to get onto the cliff. Cliff flickers away. He's trying to return fire here as the hot gun comes out from the Angela, but Blue gets taken down. Will they manage to take down the Yuzong? Yes, they do. The base is open. Khadija wants to go in. She tries to get the rough waves off, but she gets taken down. It's Clint versus like everybody here. It's just Clint and the Angela, but it's just they're not enough to be able to defend this as Equinox draw first blood in this game. Though I will say a little bit sad for the side of Exodus. That AFK really did affect the whole matter.
I really agree there, because if they had the Basha of the numbers we definitely could have stand a way better chance. I mean, coming out from Exodus was beautiful. They just needed that extra member.
Yeah. Well, they tried the best that they could. I mean, they picked up 15 kills to 12, right? So showing what they're capable of. Though even then, right, it would have been a very, like I saw a couple of comments in the chat. I think it was Unite who said that this was going to be a 50-50 kind of match. You were 100% on the money, Unite, 100% on the money. It's just the AFK kind of swung it a bit more in the favor of Equinox. But we will be heading into the next game very, shortly. We're just going to see what Exodus are going to do because of the connection issues and things like that. So they need to get the players reset and to the lobby. There's definitely going to be some substitutions coming through. All we know is that Russia had connection issues, but we know what it's like living in South Africa. When is the internet ever okay?
Stable. I mean, even myself, I've been having internet problems the entire day, so it's actually amazing that I can even cast tonight. But hopefully, Exodus does have their substitutes online, and hopefully, it have a backup internet.
Hopefully. But for those of you at home, I hope you are enjoying the match. Zepi is our streamer for today. As you can see, he's got a beautiful set going for us with some very decent video quality. While I was at work, I was taking a look at the replay videos that would be throughout the course of the match, and I was like, oh, that is pretty cool. So Zepi just bringing the level of production up a notch here. Yes. Yeah, no problem at all. No problem at all. Now maybe if you could just handle the draft with Lotus for the first year for this. You know, I'm actually liking the color intensity, because I'm looking at the difference between what's on, because I've got a couple of different screens. Let me do a screen flex here to see how many computer screens I have in front of me. So I've got a good few screens in front of me, and I'm looking at the color difference between the lobby image that you have up on the stream and the actual original lobby color scheme. Like the ones that you have up on stream is much more intense. Like the color contrast looks better. I agree with you. It does look excellent. I'm not saying that the...
This land is our homeland, and it will soon be our burial ground.
Okay, so we enter the drafting phase. Zepi, Lotus, if you could take us through this draft. Nature is calling me.
Thorns remain, should petals fall.
Banning.
Definitely, and Lancelot with the Thorned Rose, and even the Gacha also getting banned out. I mean, the Avatar of Guardian plays that we have seen during the MSA is crazy, and the hero Uranus also once again getting taken out.
go.
Your team is picking.
Exactly, especially if you go with the Uranus pick, the enemy goes with the carry, then everyone just focus the carry. She gets underfed the entire match, and like you said, it's just a pick wasted. But Aerithal also getting banned, and Sight picking up the Granger.
Payback time. みんなを守るために、私はもっと強くなる。
Lolita, I think it's also mostly a lot like the Uranus in the previous phases. No one really plays this hero. Now that she's good, nobody really can play the hero. I think that's also a factor right now. Definitely not. Martis is definitely not the best hero in the 5-man scene. Works in rank, but not the best in 5-man. Farsa and Kalea picked up from the side of Exodus. Goes to Akado, I think that's how you pronounce it. Picking up the Badang and Hichume going with the Zitian. That is already a lot of CC coming out from the side of Equinox.
Chivalry is dead, and I will revive it.
Let's hear from the crowd. Make some noise for yours truly.
Definitely. Benny Morrow also once again with the Clint. As we saw in the previous match, the Clint was on fire. It was just other factors that influenced the game, but the Clint from Benny Morrow is such an insane combo. What do you think about it?
Your team is banning.
No. Benny Morrow using the Clint.
Is banning.
I see lots of prey.
As we do see two XP laners banned out from the side of Exodus, the Mincetar and CC, and Equinox banning out the Hayabusa and Roger. What do you think about those?
Your team is picking.
Fair enough.
Like a blizzard,
Let them play
we
the
march
hero.
on. Your
I will
team
be the
is
truth
picking.
this world desperately needs. See value in me?
But Chovy
You
also
should.
going for the
Could possibly work.
Oh my god, I've been muted the whole time. Okay, guys, I'm very sorry. I've been saying some cool stuff here so far, but none of you have heard what I've said for the last 10 minutes. So hello everybody. Yeah, sorry about that. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I was saying that the Sylvana, not the best meta pick right now. I think it can sort of work here, but it's definitely not as good as this Fredrin. I would say the Fredrin pick is very good.
Don't feel bad, bro. You know the number of times I've done that. To forget to unmute yourself, because you've got so much things in front of you to deal with. It does cause a bit of chaos. It does. To deal with.
I should just be muting my mic on my microphone itself. I shouldn't be muting my stream mic, man. Okay. Anyway, a lesson learned. When you're streaming, you need to remember a few things. Okay. Anyway, Waylander Lotus, I'm gonna look after the camera work here. Please take it away with the draft.
Yeah. So aggressive play coming up from Proxy early on here in the mid lane. As Badang, I do love a Badang on the road. Sets up a lot of things very, very beautifully. Can, especially with that flicker second skill combo, maybe lock down the Farsa to cancel out her feathered airstrike. I think they will be definitely trying to save it for that. I'm not sure what the Sylvana choice was there to deal with. Maybe to try to get some backline dive towards that Farsa, but Farsa's range on her skills is kind of long. So Sylvana to try to lock onto the Farsa is going to be a little bit difficult, but Al does have beautiful positioning and timing, so let's see how Al does.
Definitely agree with you there. So, sorry, but just catching up with the rotations of the teams. My Discord was once again bugging up, but I'm finally back. Mobile Legends is also working properly. So, but I'm loving the wave clear coming out from the Farsa.
I'm just watching when Ryan is digging you there, saying Lotus loves talking.
Yes, I do. I really love talking.
Oh, there's the engagement here on to Ghost Okado. He does manage to jump away. He's almost level 4. Does hit that level 4 power spike, so he's gonna have the Black Dragon form available. Chovy onto the with the Fredrin, starting off this turtle. As do you see the Black Dragon form coming in here? The Petrify is available. Ooh, what a first crack from the Butag. The setup, it's gonna be a feathered airstrike dealing with everything, but oh my goodness, it's gonna be Sylvana. She tries to get onto that Farsa, throws out her skill as we see an implosion around the Ironhide. Equinox going wild, taking 3 kills and the Ironhide.
That fist crack was so beautifully set up, and then the Sadian came up with the Fear of the Phoenix, just stunning them further, setting up that beautiful 3-0.
Yeah. So, J-House, take a bow. That was a beautiful sound of a time there. So I'm just reading the chat here. It's Sylvana for the backline, lock onto the Clint. Yeah, could actually that would work. The Clint's not the highest mobility of marksman and does not have Purify. So can be locked down by that Sylvana and taken out of the equation quite quickly. So that could be the idea behind it.
Yes, also some
engagement here onto the user. Tsunami slam, dragging him back. Where's there the follow-up glue? But somehow, user, he eats it all up. He manages to get the passive rocks. He gets taken down. But it's a 1-for-1 exchange overall. It's like if I'm dying, I'm taking one of you with me. Oh, but Sylvana, she engages onto the Fredrin. Appraiser's Wrath comes out. Doesn't have enough damage there to take anyone down. As there's the he's making the movement across. He does have that skill. He does. Oh, the flicker coming from Minimaru. But it's light underneath the tower. Taking the kill down. Manages to survive as well. Beautiful wraparound play coming through here from the side of Equinox. Exodus in a bit of danger right now. 6-1. Not in their favor.
I'm actually surprised at seeing how well the Sylvana is doing. I know the Sylvana in the jungle can work, but I did not think it would work this well.
Yeah, so feathered airstrike comes through blue with a split sprint, and grab at the same time as the shutdown comes on onto the so far now, and it's going to be the Ironhide going the way of Exodus, but down with the first crack onto 3, but is there the follow-up? Glue, he's trying to get in, he managed to get the grab onto the Zetchian, the fight continuing great, you're trying to dish out the damage with the kills. It's 4, it's a 3 for 1, make that a 4 for nothing exchange. Going in a favor, I just said 4 for nothing, and now it's 4 for 1. Major getting the pick-off kill. Farsa gets the stuns out. The feathered airstrike should finish off the job. So 5 for 1. They don't want to let you my counting properly.
The maths is not mathing. These teams are just going with this continuous aggression right now. 7-6, still in the favor of Equinox, but Exodus made a beautiful comeback when it came to the team fights. Also, just bridging the gold gap.
Bridging that gold gap. But let me dig Lotus and an entire generation all at the same time.
What?
My question, I was listening to Lotus's pronunciation of Sylvana, and thinking to myself, why does this current generation, this, what do we call you guys, Gen Alpha, why do you always sound... No, you're a Gen Alpha, I'm sorry.
I'm Gen Z.
You're still in school. Why are you still so American? Feathered airstrike comes through onto Albert. He manages to escape, throws out the shield, Budang into the backline, trying to force everybody away. So a big fight going on, lots of skills being committed, but nobody did. So back to my question. Why sound American?
Do you really want to know why? All of our parents allow us to watch American movies ever since we're wee tiny babies. And then they expect us to pick up an American accent?
Isn't Dora the Explorer Spanish? So I don't know what you were watching.
I never watched that.
Oh, but done with the first track, passing onto the Clint here with the counter engagement. Boxy with the feathered airstrike setting up the kills. It's Badang being taken down here, and this creates the space that they need to try and get this third and final Ironhide of the game. Though Yuzong using that mobility, he gets the Black Dragon form up, goes to Kado, wants to get into the mix here. The Ironhide did go the way of Exodus, but oh, Zetchian pops the Fury of the Phoenix as we see the grab coming through here onto one. It's going to be Sylvana taken down here. There's the Tsunami Slam into the mix. A Bruiser's Wrap coming in at just the right time. My goodness. But the fight is continuing. They're trying to get onto the Zetchian. She throws out a bit of poke damage. Glue in the front line as well. They want to find the space to deal with us. Oh, there's a feathered airstrike. However, not enough to zone Zetchian and the Badang away from protecting this mid lane.
Right now, with the tankiness coming up from the Glue and Fredrin, this does make it a bit more difficult for Sometimes Xbox is almost winning these team fights, but thanks to the tankiness and that long range coming from the Farsa.
Farsa, with the feathered airstrikes, that's causing all the chaos right now, showing why she's one of the most meta mages, maybe the meta mage of the moment.
Yes, and right now there is some favor of map control going to the side of Exodus. This does work quite well, but the engagement here in the mid lane once again.
Yeah, there's going to be the engagement with the Tsunami Slam, but the drag back is onto the mix. Benimaru taking down. onto him, but he manages to escape. Throws a second skill. He's turning around, dishing out the damage onto Sylvana, but meanwhile the minions did take out the mid lane turret. That was just a bunch of craziness all at once.
The team fights and kills keep going back and forth, but the minions are on their own mission. They just want the towers right now.
Mission impossible being made possible by the minions. There's the lockdown. First crack comes into the mix. Mega kill going the way of L on that Sylvana. So this gives them the, we can say this, the advantage, numbers advantage around the road. Is not there. It's a 4v4 situation right now. Granger making his way across. Sylvana starting and pulling that Roar to their side as Shobi is trying to get in close here. Wants to try to get those skill sets to land the praises. But oh, Sylvana, beautiful. It's going to be session with a Fury of the Phoenix. There's the engagement into the back line here. Tsunami slam, but taking everyone away. But once more, but then with the first crack, the Brazers rat, not enough. They take down 3 overall. And so this is Raw and 3 kills going the way of Equinox right now. They should even up those turrets. They were behind in terms of turrets, or slightly behind in terms of turrets. They should definitely be evening it up. Sight into the mix here. But oh, Jovi, he's just seizing up the Badang. Uses the flicker first crack away. The Appraiser's rat thrown onto the minions just to try to defend that mid lane tier 2 turret. But with the Raw causing a bit of distraction in here, can they keep this defended? I don't know. It is just a couple of hits away from being taken down.
That is true. Equinox did a beautiful job right now, making sure to win that last team fight as well as the neutral objective being the Roar, and managed to take down 2 tier 2 turrets.
Tsunami slam, feathered airstrike in response, but there's Yuzong with a black dragon from Fasa. She's just gonna have to hightail it out of there. Goes to Okado, he's taking a lot of damage. He's gonna get CC'd up by the Fredrin in the backline once you get that passive proc. But once more, Eye Madness into the front line, throws out that split, but down with a second skill, just trying to block everybody off as Equinox disengage from the jungle and are gonna try to reposition. Maybe steal a bit of farm as much as they can and use the positional advantage, the map control, well, to their advantage. I think I said about 3 advantages there. Oh, there's the engagement onto the Badang. He lands a second skill. The first crack comes out, but the follow-up not quite there because he was in just no man's land. Oh, braces! From the flint, Tsunami Stamp comes in there when it was like Sight was already out of sight, sent back to the base. So that's a 2-for-0 exchange. Though, I would say in the favor of Equinox, that it wouldn't really make that much of a difference other than reducing the gold lead, but it's under a minute to go to the next Raw.
That is true. Fair.
Oh, Yuzong gets the passive out. There's the Braces rat. The grab comes in there. Will they get another feathered airstrike into the mix? The fight continues. Glue throwing out those CC skills. Somehow Fred is still alive. He's escaping 1 HP now, but since he does otherwise, but very goes up those passive procs. Oh, but with the first crack onto the glue, sets it out of the turret, and it's going to be a 3-for-2 exchange going in the favor of Exodus.
Right now, still at this point in time, there's still no telling of who will actually win this, because it can go either way. Turrets, yes, it's still going in the favor of Equinox. Same with the slight gold lead in their favor, but with the Lord coming up and the team fights going either the way of Exodus or Equinox, there's really no telling who's winning.
It's got these. Both teams have these huge, big team fight compositions and the potential. I mean, feathered airstrike, tsunami slams, first cracks, black dragon forms, death Sunatas. I mean, it's got Fury of the Phoenix. It's got everything and then some change to set up for like these huge action sequences. It's like being in a triple A action movie. As we see Glue continuing the action, manages to get the grab. Fred trying to CC everybody up. The tsunami snap comes out from the kill here as Frederick, he's trying to control this Badang. Glue into the backline, he gets taken down, but oh, Sight, he's dishing out the damage. The Price's Wrath is in there, but goes Glue in the backline. Eats everybody alive. Double goes away of user. Fasa has to hightail it out of there, and that's a 4-for-1 exchange. Pressure being placed, Raw being taken down by Al, but at the same time, double objectives being achieved here. Fasa landing those feathered airstrikes, trying to do her best to defend, but manages to keep the turrets alive for the most part. But this should be tier 2, tier 3 turrets down. The Raw is not even spawned yet.
Right now, this could be an ending angle, but with the teamfight capabilities coming from both teams, like you said, they definitely also have some good defending capabilities coming out from the side of Exodus. So once again, they could stall time, win the teamfight, and even turn this advantage around.
Could be possible. Raw moving into the base. The wave's not exactly synced up, so the Raw is being taken down. There's a feathered airstrike being committed as Padang. He's gonna get CC'd up, but he's not too worried. Sentient throws up that Fury to Phoenix. Oh, Brazer's Wrath comes in, but Padang with the first strike. Everybody is in here. There's no minions to deal with. No, the minions are not quite there. Grab by glue onto the Padang. Padang somehow managing to survive this. We see the glue here take it down. He does flicker away. They're chasing him. Nobody's interested. The turret sights like, hey, let's keep our sight on the prize here. We need to get onto the base. All the turrets have been taken down. Now the chase is on here to High Madness. Oh, and he gets CC'd up and finally taken down. So it's a 2-for-0 exchange, but with that massive distraction from High Madness, I think Equinox have lost the option of ending the game.
Sure, so right now we're gonna have to play a bit patiently. They did lose that advantage, like you said, so no ending angle right now, and the majority of Exodus is already back to defend once more.
Have very strong defensive capabilities, but I think it's going to come down to this next minute. What happens within the next minute? Setting up Sokado, who's getting CC'd up. Etienne with the Phoenix doesn't manage to lock onto anybody. Joby doing an excellent job here. Just trying to control that Yuzong. They really want to bait out that Black Dragon form. Because if you can bait it out before the Lord, because like it's got one of the longer cooldowns in the game.
Very much so, but once again, Badang with that roll.
Oh, what a beautifully timed first crack. They managed to take out the jungle. There's the Black Dragon form we were speaking about. Into the backline. Goes to Sokado. Like a pinball, setting it up, waiting for the knockdown. It's like 10 pin bowling here with that user. There's the base. It's open. Sight. He's got his eye on the prize. Badang just creating the space for the Granger to lock on. And that is game, set, match. Going the way of Equinox.
Victory!
Beautiful. The way they baited out the Appraiser's Wrath, separating the Frazier from the team, everyone else tried to save them, and the Black Dragon finally came out. Oh my goodness.
It's something else. The timing there from Sokado on that Yuzong. Really doing a good job for his team. Sylvana L, however, picking up the MVP 939 on that Sylvana. So, I mean, I was always suspicious of a Sylvana pick, but hey, made that Sylvana pick work. So, with that being said, it's Equinox advancing through to the next round of the MSA Cup. This being straight out eliminations. Though I will say Exodus put up a really, really good fight. They gave us an intense game. This could have went in either direction up until that major fight around the Raw. And then, you know, it was positional advantage and control going the way of Equinox, and it became very difficult for Exodus to come back.
Very much so. But, asking for the opinion of our cameraman, Mr. Rico, what did you think about the matches?
Well, I mean, obviously the game one was quite unfortunate, right? The AFK kind of hurt the side of Exodus quite hard. I think it was Exodus that had the AFK, right? Yeah. And so in game two, they just, you know, giving a bit of like a few subs going in as well. It was so maybe the team's not so comfortable with themselves. going into the second game. So it was quite rough to watch. Unfortunately, Exodus getting knocked out. Quite a prevalent team as well to be knocked out in this series. But yeah, well played to Equinox. They beat Alchemy X, my team, in the qualifiers for MSA as well. So I'm glad to see that they're advancing even further.
They are quite a strong team. Got to show what they're capable of. I will be looking forward to them in the next round once we get the draws and stuff going up. But we are heading into the last few games in this knockout stages of the MSA Cup. We're about, I'd say, just almost halfway through. So it's been Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Tomorrow will take us to the halfway mark. We've just got 5 days left of the elimination stages, and then we're going to be done. And we're going to know who's going to be heading on to the next round. The next round will have the upper and lower brackets, so it'll be the more traditional style of how tournaments go. But this was intense. This was like the do or die moments. It's like you're either going to win or you're going to lose and get knocked out. So that's, I mean, I find it very exciting because of the amount of pressure.
Definitely. And one of the things you said a few time back in the stream is pressure creates diamonds.
Pressure creates diamonds. But it's always nice to get to see an entertaining game like this one. So Exodus, even though they're out, I wouldn't say they're down and out. They did put up a very, very strong performance. Like the first game, it was just a bit sad with the AFK. I was hoping for like a little bit more intensity in that matchup. And as Seppi did mention, having player swaps can sometimes mess up your synergy a little bit, so that could potentially have affected them. But that doesn't take away anything from the performance coming through from Equinox. I mean, you can only beat who's in front of you.
Indeed, I did
But
not
anyway,
mention that.
this was a this is going to be the end of the stream. I'm so glad all of you have tuned in to watch. It's a pleasure, as always, to showcase all of these games for you. We'll be continuing tomorrow night and pretty much every other night with as much Mobile Legends action as we can pack into your evenings. So if you haven't already, smash that like, share, and subscribe buttons, and we'll catch you all in the next stream. But before we end this, right, any final words from Laura Seppi before we conclude tonight?
I am going to go to sleep now.
Well,
I'm very tired, but very fun games. That's all for me.
well, tomorrow is gonna be full of action once again, because it is gonna be several teams that we know and love gonna be playing against each other. Which, may I read out the schedule?
Go ahead.
It's gonna be DBZ versus Immortal Order, definitely a match I'm looking out for, and then it's gonna be Equilibrium versus the Backstreet Boys.
So that's going to be some pretty entertaining matches on a Friday evening. So I'm going to be looking forward to that as well. But we're going to end tonight's stream so I can hear in Seppi's voice his pillow dot calleth his name. It's screaming for him in the background. It's saying, Seppi, I know you want to come here. So we're going to let him get the opportunity.
I've been awake since 2 a.m. this morning. So.
Yeah, I did the 3:30 wake up.
Nice.
I was watching one of my I was watching one of my football teams play in the United States, because it's like preseason time. Well, I know that doesn't interest anybody here. Like, everyone here is all gamers, right? So some of us old people, we watch sports as well. But anyway, right. So with that, we will be concluding tonight's stream. Once again, thank you all for tuning in to watch. We will catch you on the next one tomorrow night.